Good day everyone and welcome to HMTV, where we discuss the topics you choose. Today we are going to have a discussion on entrepreneurship. More specifically, we are going to be looking at the impact new entrepreneurs and their businesses can have on the local society. Following this, we will be looking at the social issues such as the fear of Brexit and tax avoidance within the UK that could prevent potential start-up businesses from continuing forward. And then finally, we will be looking at a range of government support that is available for entrepreneurs, whether they be just starting up or whether they're on their feet a little bit. So let's begin with the impact of entrepreneurs and their businesses in the local area, and that would start with employment. When a business or businesses start up, they may need to require additional staff. This in order to make their business run as smoothly as possible. This will create opportunities in the local community to lower their unemployment rates, but what it will also do is give an idea to local educational authorities of a requirement of skills needed. They will then see an increase in the popularity of courses and see the average grade in the area rise. And now for the financial dealings. When a new business opens up, there can be many beneficiaries in the local community. For example, say we had a cafe or a bakery open up that only used local produce that was either purchased from a small store owner or directly from farmers. This keeps any money from them purchases within the local area, rather than supporting larger companies abroad, such as Asda, who is a division of an American-owned company, Walmart. Should customers enjoy the taste of the products made with these ingredients, then customers could go to that local store or to that farm, where they are able to purchase these ingredients for themselves. Also, due to the savings made from shopping locally rather than the expense of travelling to get from bigger stores, they may wish to pass the savings on to their customers and charge less for their products. Other benefits the entrepreneur could bring is reputation to other small businesses around him, but in the form of advertisements. He could attract people from other towns with good word of mouth, which is a very important thing for entrepreneurs. If they like it in this town, but vacant housing in an upcoming area will become attractive and may then be filled up. Plus, more visitors means more money for the council, which they can then use to fix potholes and generally make the area improved and more welcoming. Other startups may gain confidence in their own business if they see another startup succeed and do well. Support for other business entrepreneurs as they join together in events such as a bigger chance to advertise their products and sell to a much wider variety of customers who may not have known about that business elsewhere. Working with already established entrepreneurs can also help increase the reputation of anyone starting up. Reaching potential customers through promoting and other opportunities that I've mentioned previously. And that's all for the impacts that entrepreneurs and their businesses have on society. But now let's move on to something a little more solemn, and that may the social issues that may deter an entrepreneur from their startup. The first of which is the fear surrounding Brexit. Although Brexit hasn't actually happened yet, the uncertainty around the entire thing, whether it be from promises broken on either side, it's been increasing since we eventually chose to leave the EU. Foreign workers, largely those who are doctors and nurses in the National Health Service, have decided to leave the UK and return to Europe in fear of what could happen to their immigration status once we leave. Although the Prime Minister has said that that won't change. UK businesses have been warned by the EU over that if a no Brexit deal should occur, they may shut down and block funding streams and causing a lack of funding and communication with the rest of Europe. This may eventually deter startups, although the European Commission has already rejected claims of discrimination against UK businesses. Some people already feel that this would be discriminating against them by preventing them to do business. Large corporations have already been moving their headquarters to other parts of Europe in anticipation that Brexit will cause the value of the British pound to collapse. With at least 12 banks moving some of their operations from London to Dublin, this move aims to maintain an EU base after the EU exits. Next, we are going to talk about tax avoidance. Large companies that operate within the UK, like Apple, Google, Facebook and eBay, have been seen in recent years to be paying as little tax as possible through the method of shifting profits from highly taxable accounts to those that are able to pay very little tax. In essence, these companies are able to pay as little tax as possible. This is highly immoral, however, it is not illegal like tax evasion. Due to tax avoidance by these large companies, they need to afford to employ highly skilled accountants who are able to work out these schemes and loopholes in our laws. This leaves small businesses who are paying the proper amount of tax with a much smaller profit margin, dampening their growth as inflation rises. Tax avoidance also gives the government less cash that it can spend in the form of business loans to startups. The number of potentially successful UK businesses cannot afford the upfront costs and therefore rely on these startup loans and other support. This brings us onto our final topic for today. The types of support that is currently available from the UK government to entrepreneurs, both those that start up and are slightly on their feet, in the forms of government loans and government grants, depend on a successful business model and prospective profit. Lancashire has a service called Rosebud Business Finance, which offers microfinances which is available between £10,000 and £49,000. It also has larger options which offers over £1 million. Boost Business Lancashire is a £7.8 million business growth hub, currently backed by the European Regional Development Fund and led by the Local Enterprise Partnership and Lancashire County Council. It allows businesses to access funded programs that offer a range of services both locally and nationally if they require it. They have already helped 2,400 businesses, created 1,200 plus jobs, and caused a £50 million growth in economics. Finally, the government has a range of services that can help businesses on its website. For example, a dedicated support helpline which can be reached on 0300 456 3565. Mentors Me is a national web portal owned and operated by the British Bankers Association. They offer 27,000 mentors and look to raise that to 40,000. These are available in a range of ways, either over the web, face-to-face, or indeed by telephone. Finally, the government website itself provides information on a range of subjects. These include setting up, taxes, debt, and bankruptcy. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. This is Alan Thompson from HMTV, and I'll see you next time.